Hello to my beautiful viewers out there. It's with great joy that I welcome you to another beautiful episode of Talk to Be. It's Talk to Be, baby. Gay, gay. Yes, it's Talk to Be time. This time is so sacred. This time is so special. You're going to stick to it, right? There is no distraction. All you need to do is just get your popcorn, get your soft drink close to you, enjoy, have fun, ask your neighbors, your friends, your family to join you and watch Talk to Be because you know that there is no how you're going to watch Talk to Be without learning something. So it's another day to learn. I am Dr. Biola Adebayo. It's Talk to Be time. It's time for fun. It's time to learn. Okay? Please note that all views and opinions expressed on this show are solely that of my guest. They are not of me, neither is it of Talk to Be. Okay? I have somebody special in the studio with me today. He's a crew member, he's a filmmaker, he's into XFX effects. If you hear Akeem effect, all the times that you see our movies, either cinema, either on YouTube, and you've seen a young person turning into an old person, you've seen someone turning into a monster, into a vampire, anytime is the work of his hands. This guy is so blessed. He has been in the industry for quite a while. It's just a force to be reckoned with. We don't have too many of his type in the whole of Nollywood. Wow, I'm so honored to have him here today. I'll be introducing him, but before then, why haven't you advertised on Talk to Be? Oh, you think we are too expensive, right? We are not cheap, oh, we are not cheap, but we'll help you reach that global status. We'll help you promote your job. People will know you. Your product will be out there, but of course you pay, right? So you have the slots to advertise your project, your product, your goods, your services, whatever you want the world to know. Let's help you tell them. Awani akekaka, koloro gbo, toloro bagbo, kiniba boloro feshe. I'll be right back.
Talk to be, share your experience.
Tanya.
Lola.
Mo pàdé lady kan. Just a friend. But she took it to another level.
So ìyálé mi go sí etí mọ́ mi hàn. Heart mi dey soft wa. Ìrora mà.
Ẹ kó ṣe àtòrí burúkú dìde. It was bad enough that you were dating my husband who is legally married to me.
Ṣé nídìí iṣẹ́ mi rank mi yàtọ̀ sí kọ́ńpé mi prophet. I'm a field marshal. Mo ti máa tẹ̀ mí àti communicate tó ti fi mí lẹ̀ ó rò pé tó ń bá fi mí lẹ̀ máa ní problem. Ó lọ mo dẹ̀ ní ìdẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n yín operate yín sí èmi gangan fún àmì ní ẹ̀mí.
Gbogbo evidence tó wà nílẹ̀ ó point at you pé ìwọ gangan ló gbé owó yẹn. Kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ continue láti máa ṣe?
I understand now. Ó fẹ́ dupe mi ni now. Ó clone mi ni.
Wọ́n mọ̀ pé mi níyàwó mi á máa jọ́jẹ́ mọ́ oúnjẹ pọ̀ mọ́ oúnjẹ tẹ̀ mí. Wọ́n sọ fún mi pé ó fẹ́ break up pẹ̀lú mi. Wọ́n bí ẹja ò lè break up pẹ̀lú mi. Tó bá break up life wa ni.
Ṣé o gbà lónìí ni?
A ní mi ò gbà sẹ́ẹ̀.
Olo ṣẹ́gun ṣẹ́gun. Wèrè wo ni màá bí Jésù?
Nígbà àti ta ni? Inú ẹgbẹ́ wo? Síta ni? Olórí ńlá ni mí.
Ta ni ẹ gan mo fẹ́ mú ẹ?
Ìyẹ́ ńlá ni mí bàgẹ̀bàgẹ̀. Kò síbi tí wọn ò lè bà sí.
Níwọ.
Lẹ́mi ni.
Níwọ.
Ó dẹ̀ dá omi lù mí. Ó work out on me.
So omi lórí tún gbé wá. Wá bínú. Kí ni problem ẹ̀ náà? Oúnjẹ ló ń sẹ́ra tààrọ̀ wá gbé. Ó fi wẹ́rẹ́ wò ló gbé àbá mi.
Thank you for staying tuned. In case you're just joining, you're watching Talk to B. All right. I said earlier that I have my colleague, a brother of mine, the small but mighty, the gentle billionaire, the what do I call the blessed hands himself. His hands are so blessed. So join me. That's what everybody calls him. So I'll call him what everybody calls him. He will introduce himself properly. All right. So join me as I welcome my dear brother, Akeem Effect. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's so good to have you on the show. It's very quiet. So I don't know how we want to do this, but he will talk, don't worry. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
It's so good to have you on the show.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow. This is you. All right, so let's go to you. Let's get to meet you. What's your name? What you do? And when it all started.
My name is Akeem Ajibola Onilogbo.
Okay, that name is Onilogbo.
Yes, Onilogbo. But which I've adopted the effect in my name now, Akeem Effect Onilogbo.
Okay. What's the meaning of Onilogbo?
The owner of Ilogbo.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm from Abeokuta, Ogun State.
Okay, is there a place called Ilogbo? Is something that's called Ilogbo?
Yes, we have different kind of places called Ilogbo.
Okay, okay. All right, so how did you get into this? Did you start as an SFS expert from the beginning? Were you another crew member? How did you start?
Let me take it back to the root.
Okay.
I was born in Ibadan.
Okay.
So in the late 70s, 1978.
Okay.
And the area in which we lived then and where I was born,
Okay.
they called it Agbokojo. So in
Agbokojo.
Ibadan, yes, those inside Ibadan.
I've not heard that.
Those Foko, Agbokojo, Amunigun, all those areas, they are local area. So
Wow.
those are the areas in which Baba, the late Olofa Ino,
Okay.
Musiliu, Dasho Fujo, a whole lot of them. That's where they grew up.
from.
Yes,
Okay.
and that's where they formed their theater something. So I was born in a theater environment.
Community.
Yes. So from there, when things started getting better, so my father moved to Yemetu Aladorin, so which happens to be where Baba Salah's theater group was then. And is I think it's the new secretariat of Tampan, Ibadan, Yemetu,
Okay.
So in every destiny, every man's destiny, so God will put you in a place because he knew us from our mother's womb.
That's right.
And he knew everything we are going to become.
Agreed.
So from Agbokojo to Yemetu. So and in 1988, when my father got retrenched, so from Siba Gegi, because he works as a sales manager in all those pharmaceutical companies, big ones. So when he got retrenched in 1988, so we have to move back to Abeokuta, which is my hometown. Yeah, and by the time we got to Abeokuta, we landed in a place where Olaiya Igwe used to have his own theater group. So it's like saying someone is coming from one theater territory into another one, So all these has sunk into my brain that, I love these things. But as as people used to say that man proposes and God disposes. In Yoruba, Riro Nteniyan, Ṣíṣe Ntọlọ́run. Yeah, so ìgbà tá dé Abẹ́òkúta yẹn, so nǹkan ò ró sí mọ́. So because we didn't have anything, a sales representative now become a taxi driver. So things, it got at the time that we started, máa ń pè kíní kan ní pààrọ̀. Tó máa ń ṣe pààrọ̀, tá máa fi ké aṣọ gbá pààrọ̀. So a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí live gbogbo life wa pé à ń gbá pààrọ̀. We use our whole clothes to exchange for money, for this, for plastic. So, and daddy mi máa ń lo mọ́tò kan gbà yẹn. Wọ́n ń pè ní like a big motor ńgbà tá gbé dé láti Ìbàdàn. So but when we got to Abeokuta, so he has to change it to a taxi.
Okay.
So he became a taxi driver. So and àti lo débi tó wá jẹ́ pé ẹ ti ẹ̀rọ mi sí ni. So tó máa ti mọ̀ bá a sọ pé ìkòkò ọbẹ̀ ti dé bàbá ìkòkò ọbẹ̀ wọ̀. A máa tì í ká tó lọ school láàárọ̀. So láì jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ojú bàbá máa lé ní o. So gbogbo life wa just change all of a sudden because I was going to one of the best school in Ibadan. So they call it Holy Infant Jesus Nursery and Primary School. It's Catholic school. Okay. One of the greatest school. Ní Ìbàdàn tá máa dárúkọ àwọn òyìnbó náà ní àwọn òyìnbó náà dá sílẹ̀. So he wants good things for all his children and people around him. So when we got to Abeokuta, everything just turned upside down. So èmi tí mo ti ń lọ sí school tó yẹ pé àwọn òyìnbó náà dá sílẹ̀. So I have to go to Kaki school. That's the first time. When we were in Ibadan, I used to laugh at people that what school táwọn eléyìí ń lọ. Ìgbà yẹn ló máa ń ṣe school aláàárọ̀. A lot of àwọn ọmọ sí yóò mọ aláàárọ̀ ọlọ́sàn. So alálẹ́. So àwọn èèyàn ìpele mẹ́ta ní school wa ń gbà yẹn. Àwọn kan lọ láàárọ̀, àwọn kan lọ lọ́sàn, àwọn kan lọ lálẹ́. So àwa nítorí pé private school là ń lọ. So a máa ń fa àwọn èèyàn ṣe ẹ̀yẹ ni pé kí ló ń ṣàwọn ilé pé so ìgbà tèmi náà wá dé Abẹ́òkúta. So we have to change our school to Kaki school. Kò ń ṣe ordinary Kaki school o. And Kaki school tó máa ń ṣe pàdé mi léjìká. Tó máa ń fi button síbi. Yìí tó máa ń ní shirt, tó máa ń ní button níbí, ìyẹn ṣì fine. But èyí tó yẹ pé ibi yìí wọ́n máa fi so ibẹ̀ láti aṣá ń try à ń lọ títí tí aṣá fi jáde secondary school. Even gan ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan wà èyí tèmi tẹ̀lé he's so brilliant tó yẹ pé scholarship from láti Ìbàdàn láàrí first ni ló máa ń ṣe. So ìgbà tèmi fẹ́ jáde secondary school ní 1996 ló ń fẹ́ gain admission to Òjèrè nígbà yẹn. So we have to sell things. Ilé ta kọ́ ní flat tó pọ̀ gan bí duplex báyìí ni a láti gègé ìbọn yẹn máa ń gé àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ yẹn láti lè jẹ́ kó lọ sí school. So gbogbo nǹkan ti wá dàrú. So that's the beginning of my journey. So I have to, and then ní gbogbo 1992, that's the first time I joined the theatre. So 1992, I was in JS, yes, JS2, yeah. Okay. 1991, I entered secondary school. 1992 more, I need JS2. So that's when I joined Olaiya Theatre Group. So I'm as an actor. So a lot of people now they think bóyá mo bí kéèyàn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. But àwọn ìpele life mi ó ní àwọn kankan tí ó dì mú like in that 1992 we were going I'm under Olaiya Theatre Group. So when he was shooting Bokorokun Ebute. So then we used to meet at Baba Ogungbe's house.
Okay.
So I saw Uncle Oye. So and not the great Nautica, the special effects set Nautica. So he was younger. So I saw them did one special effect. They bury Olaiya Igwe into the ground. Maybe it's Oremi or Bokorokun. That's the name of the title of the film. Yeah. So they have to cut his head. That thing struck me. 1992. I say, I didn't know anything about effect. They call it ad makeup then. I saw it. Yes, ad makeup. I saw it. I say, So then we used to help the group to carry loads to anywhere they were going. Yes, even they send me food. Any tomati jẹun jẹ kù báyìí, inú mi máa dùn ní pé bàbá ajere jẹun kù fún mi, ẹlẹ́ṣọ̀ So by the time it was 1996, so things turned upside down for my father. He couldn't shoulder the case anymore. So wọn ò tiẹ̀ wá rí tèmi rò gan fúnra mi because èmi stubborn. So and mo á rí bí everything ṣe rí. So then I now met one guy. So those guys, they were now telling me at Sacred Heart Hospital. So ibẹ̀ ni mọ́ mi ti ń tajà. So I met those guys. They were patient there. So they were now telling me that this guy, you're vibrant, this and that. If you come to Lagos, and because I used to hawk, they thought that I'm bigger than hawking. Because it was very late for me to have a girlfriend. So all my mates, they are having girlfriends. Anytime I walk up to a lady or a girl, then that jẹ́ kí n máa fẹ́ àwọn sọ́kè boy o tiẹ̀ ní tí ìwọ ọmọ tó máa ń kiri ọ̀sán tó máa ń gbé òṣùkárù ló fẹ́ fẹ́ mi gbogbo obìnrin tí máa lọ bá ọkọ máa sọ fún mi pé ọmọ tó ń kiri ọ̀sán ọ̀gbẹ́ni ojú wa ń tì mí. So mi lè lọ bá obìnrin mọ́, the self-esteem, so I couldn't, yes. So tí bá kiri ní jẹun nílé. Even my older brother, I couldn't, because he's brilliant, so brilliant, so he can't. So èmi nìkan ni màá kiri ọjà fún gbogbo àwọn tó kù. So kí n tó lọ school láàárọ̀ màá gbé ọjà máa lọ pàtẹ mineral. Tí n bá dé lọ́sàn-án màá kiri ọsàn. So our guys yẹn tá a meet now, they are not telling me that you a big boy now. Instead of you to come to Lagos, Lagos is this and that. They started telling me sweet things about Lagos. So that's how one day I just wrote a letter to my father. So that when you knew you couldn't take care of just 4 of us, how will you just bring us to this world to suffer? So I can see other children doing well, this and that. And not that wọ́n ní báwo ni mo fẹ́ pa òwe kan wà tán sọ pé ọmọ tó ní bàbá wọn ò là tó ní màmá wọn ò lówó lọ́wọ́ ẹnu ẹ̀ ló náà wà. So tó bá dàgbà, so he's going to face the reality of life. So mo ṣe kọ lẹ́tà yẹn báyìí mo kàn fi sórí table ni mo kàn fi tán máa ti rí. So mo fi síbẹ̀ báyìí. So I went to one of our stores. So mo pe àwọn mẹ̀ṣárà tó máa ń ta bed yẹn. Mo ta odidi complete bed. Àbúrò mi obìnrin tó tẹ̀lé mi. Miriam yẹn kàn ká mi ni. Kí ló ṣe? Mo ní má sọ fún anybody o. Èmi ti ń sá lọ ni. Ibo mo ń lọ èmi kẹ̀ máa dúró sínú ìyá ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú yín. I can't. So mo sá lọ nìyẹn. And
Sorry, how old were you then?
I was 1996. I was like 17 or 18.
Okay.
Like 18 years, yes. So I just dropped the letter. Mo kàn sá lọ Seko ni. So by the time I got to Lagos, it happens to be, that's 1997. Yes. So 1997. So when I got to Lagos, I went to meet those guys that promised me, yes, in Lady Lac Bariga. So it happens to be when they are doing Fela's, is he live? Lion State, yes. Yes, it was dead. So then, they were doing his line in state or something. So when I got to Lady Lac Bariga, so my father, we live in like a bigger house, like 4 flats in different, like a flat is up and down, flat. So we have a bigger compound, but where I was going, those guys, they are like 30 inside one boy's quarter.
Ew.
I was scared. I said, hey, what kind of thing is this? I said, they said, guy, you don't arrive. I was what kind of thing is this? And I said, I was there for like 3 days. They didn't ask me that, what are you eating? That's when I started thinking about home that, she moto will buy. So,
there's a collector lane.
Yes, mo ti collector sílẹ̀ ńlé. So, and bọ̀bọ̀ kan ló tún wá kó bá mi. Òun ló jẹ́ kí ìrìn àjò ayé mi wọ báyẹn. But kò wọ́nà la lè pè é, because when God is taking you to a place, so there is a saying that before you get to where you're going, you have to pass through where you're not going. The experience you have while you're traveling, so that the things you are going to, those are the things you are going to present, that, this is what I saw. The bitterness and the sweetness of the journey. So it makes your life, So the guy, I wanted to join, I was a script writer then.
Okay.
So while in Abeokuta. So, but I met one guy, they call him Obìnrin, we call him Biodun. He behaves like girls, those
Feminine
feminine,
guys.
yeah. So, and he said, there is a marketer, Wastayo, this and that. Yeah. He said, if I can give him money, I sold all because I was rearing goats, rams then. I sold everything, gave him the money. He wanted to go and meet marketer. I didn't know that that's not how they produce film. So he was in theater troupe.
Okay.
Yes, they call him Biodun. We call him Obìnrin. So, yeah. So, and he collected all my money. I have nothing, all those animals that I'm rearing. So I sold it. I didn't have anything again. So this is what led me to I just think over everything overnight. I just have a pen, write something, just absconded. So by the time I was in Lagos, after the third day, I just noticed the guys that invited me, they will leave the house by 1 o'clock because I didn't sleep with all my eye. So I just wink, I open my eye. I just saw them going out one after the other. Where are they going? They come back early in the morning. So one day when they were now doing Fela's burial, the proper burial, so they were not around. So I just see people coming to say want to buy smoke or something. I was, smoke. They didn't leave it here. But they said you are their brother. Yes. So one of the women around, they now coming out. How are they to me? I said I met them. So please. I was telling people that they are my brother before. So I told them. They now say these people, they are armed robbers.
Oh.
That's didn't I see them going every night and coming? I say, hey, So immediately they came back like this. And the woman told me that they used to come there to pick them up. So immediately they came back like this. Akeem, you don't share it. And I said, okay. Have you seen? I said, what about the work? You said you're going to introduce me to a factory. They are earning more salary there. And I said, okay, you can go around. You see people writing houseboy or something. If you can't be patient enough to I started looking like this, okay. And I said, okay, let me go and find work. So I'm coming. So I now leave my bag, everything. I think I brought VHS. Yeah. So I intentionally didn't, let them know that that's my last stay there. So all my clothes, everything, I left everything there. They said, where are you going? I said, I want to get something outside. So that's how I move. I couldn't defecate for like a week that I've been there because kò sí nǹkan mi ìrìn kankan jẹ inú mi ò dùn mo kàn ń lọ ni mo ń sa eré nìyẹn. So I have to walk, I have to trek from Lady Luck to ibo ni mo rìn dé mo rìn dé bí Oshodi. From Lady Luck to Oshodi. So when I got to Oshodi, the little change money, mo fi wọ mọ́tò lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan, a very close friend of mine. So they call him Niyi Oguntono. Okay. So he's my secondary school mate. Yeah. So Mohanrilo, his father had a mansion in Festac during Festac 77. So, but the father is late and the mother, they were late. So, and he welcomed me that, okay, Akeem, I told him my story. So he welcomed me to his home. But one of our friend, again, one of our secondary school friend, so I won't mention name, yeah. So the person now called him that, with the story this guy told us, are accept this guy into your house. No. That's how. He doesn't even know how to tell me, but I can see from the body language that. But he's a nice guy. And he's a nice guy. We are so close till now.
Okay.
So I just decided on my own not to. I just said, okay, I'm going. I'll pick my things. I go and pick my things. But I heard the other one telling him that no. So he too was in a dilemma. So he doesn't know
Wasn't
which.
sure.
Yes. So that's when I left the
You
place.
left the place.
Yes. And one of my other friend, I have to go to his place too in Abule Egba. He too said, they can't. His parents cannot. So I was so disappointed. And I have a brother, an uncle, my mother's brother that used to come to Abeokuta. We call him Ote. He used to take on. So when I got to his place, I saw the way he was living. It's different from the way he used to appear in Abeokuta. And I said, no, I can't stay here. So that's when I went with all my scripts to meet Kenny Ogungbe and D1. That's when they established AIT.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
so I went there. So the people there, they didn't allow me to see them. So I didn't have any option that to go back to the house like a prodigal son.
After your letter.
Yes, after my letter. So by the time I got back to Abeokuta.
That journey took you like how long?
I spent like a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So by the time when I left Abeokuta, I was robust. But when I was coming back, I have a cheekbone like this. All my ribs is showing. Wow. So I now think, okay, my father is a disciplinarian. I can't go home straight. So it's better the guy that only entoba fo shitayan. O ma npo we kan bákan. So náà ló kọ́kọ́ máa fi búyàn.
Okay.
So mo wá lọ sí ilé bọ̀bọ̀ tó ta tí mo ta gbogbo ẹran mi àtàdìyẹ mi tí mo ta fún. Mo wá lọ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ọmọ the script I gave to you. He said, Akeem, I started looking for you. I need more money. For more money. They said you left home. Yes, I left home, but now back to square one. So you have to harbor me till I settle with my parents. And there's no mobile phone then. So I have to mo láti sápamọ́ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. So àti mo sápamọ́ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. This guy left the house without asking me what will I eat. Èmi dẹ̀ máa ń take care tí ó bá wá sọ́dọ̀ mi. Kò fún mi lóúnjẹ, kò béèrè omi, ìjọ́ kìíní, ìjọ́ kejì. So that's when I realized that no matter how poor your parents are, ọmọ wọn ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn ní bàbá yìí wà.
They will still care for you.
Ọlọ́run kí wọ́n ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn. So mo á dúró síbẹ̀ mo á wò kí ṣe bí life mi ṣe bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ló dẹ̀ ta gbogbo adìyẹ mi ló ta gbogbo ẹran mi. Ni mo kó gbogbo ẹ̀ fún. Mo kàn ní ọmọ bí ọdún mo ń kúrò níbí. Ó kàn ní kí ló dé òun náà ti jẹun látàárọ̀ kíní kan òun bọ̀ òun fẹ́ lọ bá mi wá nǹkan wá. Kò tí jẹun látàárọ̀ èmi tí mo ti jáde ní àárọ̀ pé kí n kàn tí ẹ̀ nájú síta. Mo bá bọ̀bọ̀ ẹni tó ti wá oúnjẹ sára tó ń kó oúnjẹ jẹ. Ó wá bẹ̀ mí padà pé òun ò tí jẹun látàárọ̀ mo kàn ó kí àwọn èèyàn. No, èmi ò lórí ọ̀rẹ́ ná, so that's why I don't have friends. So mo máa ń ṣe fún yàn but àwọn èèyàn kì í ṣe fún mi. So mo ṣe gbéra nìyẹn. Bí mo ṣe bọ́ sílẹ̀ ní òkè yídì lókè láǹtorí ibi tá a ti ń tajà báyìí tí mo bọ́lẹ̀ báyìí mọ́mì mi ń yọ owó nínú ìgbànú lọ́wọ́ báyìí bọ́n ṣe ń yọ owó nínú ìgbànú báyìí ni mo dé lẹ́nu mi ti gbẹ́ gbọ́n àwọn ní wọ́n yọ sọ̀kọ́ ní ọmọ yín bọ́bọ́ kan báyìí wọ́n pè ní mo ti gbàgbé orúkọ ọ̀bọ̀n yẹn ó máa ya fọ́tò ni ó good bọ́bọ́ yẹn kàn ya moment yẹn bí wọ́n mi ṣe tútò bí tán yẹ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó wà lẹ́yìn ó kàn yà pẹ̀lú mo ṣe gbẹ́ yẹn bó ṣe yà wá nìyẹn wọ́n bọ́ sọ pé kí lélẹ̀ wọ́n mi kàn mú mi wọ́n kàn sọ pé ọmọ yìí ó ṣe present kò ṣe wò báyìí wọ́n bá mú mi lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn torí ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn yẹn lọ́ tọ́ àwa so wọ́n bá mú mi lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn wọ́n bá ní kán tọ́jú mi ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn yẹn wọ́n bọ́ mi kò easy tí wọ́n bá ti rù kéèyàn recover wọ́n bọ́ mi títí but tí mo stay síbẹ̀ fún maybe like a month or something so wọ́n ṣe wá lọ bá dádì mi no mo ti jáwọ́ lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ kíní kan is not my son again àwọn tó wà nílẹ̀ ni mo mọ̀ àsọmọ́ mi I can't do anything mo you right wọ́n ti lọ pe lọ́ọ̀yà wọn ti yọ orúkọ mi kúrò ní will wọ́n ti ṣe a lot of things pé ọmọ tó yẹ pé òun ni mo rán lọ sí best school jù nínú gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn èmi lọ rán lọ sí àwọn tó kù sì ń lọ sí bíi IMG so Ìbàdàn municipal government kíní kan school oní kakí náà ni but èmi because mo sharp gan. Yeah, so wọ́n wò pé àwa tó àsìkò yìí lọ́mọ yìí wá so now òun ló tún wá fà á débi tó yẹ pé mi ní luck lọ́wọ́ wọn out of my siblings gbogbo wọn lọ́rùn lọ sí institution mi nìkan lọ́rùn lọ. So a whole lot of things ó ṣẹlẹ̀ so mo ṣe padà délé wọ́n ṣá yarí so màmá wọn wá wò pé no so my father's mother so and now because she loves me very well so I have to go to him that mama this and that baba ti ṣe báyìí o so he now say okay I will talk to your father and there is a backstory when my father came back from Ibadan.
Okay.
So he got married, after he was retrenched, so he got married. So everything was rosy. So, and there is fight every day between the two wives, my mother, and he has to take us away from my mother. Okay. Because has to take us away from my mother, sent us to his village. So a village. So the reason why I'm going back to this is, if God is taking you to a journey, if you have something to do in life, it will take you through some journeys that the journey, if you don't pass through the journey, you won't become what you wanted to become.
That's right.
So when he now took us to his own village, they call it Ajura, under Obafemi Owode local government. Yes, it's beside Shiun. So that's where we started schooling, that we were from Ibadan, good school, to Kaki school in Igboro. From Kaki school, we now go back to village. Which kind of problem is this? So we're now living. He even make sure he rented an apartment for us outside. This is our family house, and this is where he rented for us. So he doesn't want anything with the family or something. So it's from there, and he was doing taxi. So it was there that I became Ashegita. So we call some the wood hawkers. So we go into the forest, deep forest. So Latilo Shegi. So we fetch firewood. We sell it to those people selling gari, because gari business, and those people selling food in the town. So there is an headline that they write it that Akeem Udi Ashegita ni Ilu Ajura. So, we have something in school. We have, the press society. Okay. So, which my brother is one of the lead. Okay. Yeah, and my older brother that is very brilliant, that I said government sponsor him to, he happens to be a classmate to our president's wife, Auntie Ronke Amushon.
Okay.
Baba Latin's wife.
Oh,
so
okay.
she was my senior in school. Yeah, they senior me with 2 years. Okay. But Auntie Ronke is a very vibrant person. Is a good woman that cater for we junior ones. Yeah. So and Shola Ijikeme is a director in Abeokuta. Yeah, they senior me with 2 years in school. So that's where I started fetching firewood. So a lot of things, and all this is preparing me for where I'm going. So back to where I stopped before coming back to the village stuff. So my father now he turned his back at me that I'm not
He's not
yes, I'm not
school.
a patient son. Yeah, and I'm a black sheep. Yeah. So it was that time that Shei Shodimu, Love Me Jeje, his father's house is beside my father's house. So, and myself and Shei Shodimu's brothers, we are in the same class. We went to the same school. Okay. So that's when he released Love Me Jeje, 1997. So, and I know how to draw very well. It's a gift. So mostly all my siblings, they know how to draw. So I now pick a pen, I draw the poster. So I now gave it to one Hausa man, which is their gatekeeper. So he now showed the paper to Shei. So Shei now told his parent that, Alachi, why can't you, this guy is good. Okay, why can't you take this guy to learn, to develop his craft in Lagos. These are maybe they have a siblings or a family there. So they now called my father. They sent for me that Alaji said, okay, they wanted to take me to Lagos. I love Lagos. The little time I spend in Lagos, I love Lagos. So, but who is going to convince my father to release me? And when they said they wanted to see my father said he has nothing to say because I did so thing then. But it doesn't dictate for a child. But if I wanted to go, that's my own cup of tea, but he has removed his hand that, okay. So, and they asked me, I said, I wanted to go. So I have to go and tell the grandma, my so she now said, okay, let him go. She prayed for me. So that's how
you came back to Lagos.
Yes. But the place where she said they should take me to, because they are his cousins, because the father has 2 wives. Yeah. So they now took me to the cousin's house. Yeah. So Obakonwo, Ile Obakonwo. So to serve as maid.
Obakon is step brother.
She's step brother, no?
Yes.
Okay, hey.
Obakon, another Omo
Yawo me, step brother. Okay,
step
hey, yeah. So they now took me there. So much I better life Omodo. I didn't know. But Anthony come me law monk rara. Yes. So
he was only trying to
yes,
help.
Emi Omokpe Omodo ni mi. I didn't know that I was there as a maid. They had 2 maids already. So ni dokwe mu. Mo sha emi ni ma. But nǹkan t'Ọlọ́run bá fẹ́ jẹ́ kéèyàn di láyé. So if you are patient enough to learn through the process in which God is taking you to, you gain a lot. Early in the morning, like 3 o'clock, 3:30, tọ́mọ bá ń ké, they just wake me, oya, máa gbọ́mọjó, oya, máa nulẹ̀, máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. They have the ọmọdọ̀. They just came back from London then. So they have visitors, London visitors. They now, okay, how is Labaja? Ọmọ oni tún náà eléyìí. These are my ọmọdọ̀ ni wọ́n ọkùnrin kan tó wà nínú ọmọdọ̀ yẹn rí. Wọ́n ní tá bá ka ẹrú inú ẹrú máa bàjẹ́. So I was shocked that ọmọdọ̀ tí ẹni mi ṣá Ọlọ́run ó dàbí ìsìn child trafficking ló ń pè. Tó bá kó aṣọ sílẹ̀ fún mi báyìí, máa fọṣọ ẹ̀mí máa fẹ́. So my father they now called my father one day that your son has been so places all these days. You didn't know the place. Come and visit. Immediately my father visited. He saw me like this, sitting behind a heap of clothes. So he didn't even say hi. So he just went inside. So they now came. That was Akeem, your father is around. I just leave that thing. Okay, we talk. And he said, okay, bye-bye. He left. So later, when they were now when I was asking my father, why didn't you do as a father to me? He said, if he has a private chat with me, so if anything happens, at the end of the day, they say, maybe it's the conversation he had with his father, that's why. So he didn't even do. So he left. So a lot of problem. At the end of the day, I have to move away from that side. So call one of my cousin again. There is one hotel in Agege. They call it Olasunwa Hotel. Okay. So he's the sales manager there. So I have to go there. And they now told me that if you want to stay here, because I didn't have anywhere to stay again. If you want to stay here, you have to be sleeping with those harlots. So for you, because each and every one of them, they have husband. So they will stand there. They will hawk from 7 o'clock till 12 o'clock midnight. So the husband, harlot àwọn aṣẹ́wó yẹn. So tó bá ti pàtẹ láti 7 o'clock alẹ́, wọ́n máa close ní bí 12. So àwọn ọkọ wọn tó ń bá wọn gbé hotel yẹn, àwọn yẹn á ṣeré lọ ní gbogbo time yẹn. Wọ́n máa padà wá ní bí 12 o'clock, àwọn máa ṣọkọ. So wọ́n ra mọ́tò, ra ọ̀kadà, àwọn aṣẹ́wó yẹn lówó lọ́wọ́ gan, wọ́n rà fáwọn èèyàn gan níbẹ̀ yẹn. So nǹkan tó wá lead to Akeem effect gangan, òun wá lélẹ́yìí. So wọ́n ti ń cousin mi yẹn, ó ti ń bọ́ mi for months. So wọ́n wá introduce mi wípé kémi náà ní ìyàwó tí mo máa fẹ́ nú àwọn aṣẹ́wó. But ó wá jẹ́ nǹkan ìríra fún mi. Looking back at where I was coming from, I can't sleep with a prostitute. So I was now wondering that, it's better I be sleeping on the decking, the 6th floor of the building. So I have to be sleeping on the decking. So even if àwọn kí náà porúkọ àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó bá dé tó bo àwọn èèyàn pé wọ́n fẹ́ máa kó àwọn èèyàn báyìí, we jump from one building to another. And a lot of people used to fall. Ooh. Like 7th floor. They fall, they will die. So that's where we used to run. What's happening? So one day, I didn't have food to eat. I didn't have anything. So one of the husband, the harlot husband, the prostitute husband, they gave me turkey. And, so I started eating. I was about to put the turkey into my mouth and the rice. The lady just slammed the rice into my eye. Now say, badi belle. I can't forget the word that you can't fuck ashawo, but you feel shop ashawo food. That thing can't shock me that, what kind of thing? So they now made a meeting in the hotel that I was the only person that didn't sleep, didn't have them as wife, that I can't stay there. So that's how they send me that I can't stay there, this and that. But in that hotel, when my cousin stopped giving me food, so that's when the area boys in the hotel, they now call me, Akeem, Sailobawa, Ra, smoke man. We got to light a koto deal. So without doing that, ebi ma pa mi. So ma lo ba ra igbo yen. Ma fa, o ma ni kin light a laton. So ma fa. So kin to ma fi dodon. Iṣẹ́ tó wá rán mi tí mo fi ń jẹun nìyẹn lójoojúmọ́. Yeah, so that's what I used to. O ma fi jẹun títí. So ìgbà tó yá, àwọn òkè kí gbó bá mi lára mu. Yéde kí pé mo fa gbó. Mo bá wọn light lásán kékeré yẹn lásán. Ó máa fẹ́ da orí mi rú. So ìwọ̀nba owó tí n bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀, mo wá ní ọ̀dọ̀ ìyá kan. Nǹkan tó fẹ́ bí Akeem fẹ́ gangan ni mo fẹ́ sọ yìí o. Mo wá ní ìyá kan, ìyá yẹn, ó máa ń ta ẹ̀wà. So wọ́n máa ń ta ẹ̀wà tó gùn gbà yẹn. So bread tó gùn, a máa gé sọ́nà mẹ́rin. So when we cut the bread into 4 places, so maybe 2 naira or something only part kan yẹn. So máa ra ẹ̀wà. So máa wá ṣọ́ wọn. Máa kọ̀ gbé odidi bread kan, bread wọn máa ń gbóná. Máa kọ̀ gbé ni, máa kọ̀ pa ni pì. Ó kọ̀ máa di pẹlẹbẹ báyìí ni. So ojoojúmọ́ mo ṣe ń jí wọn ní bread nìyẹn. Lójoojúmọ́. Wọ́n wá bí ọmọ kékeré kan ní inú àwọn ọmọ yẹn tó ń ta ẹ̀wà yẹn ni. Wọ́n wá gbé ọmọ kékeré yẹn sí ilẹ̀lẹ̀. So wọ́n gbé sí ilẹ̀lẹ̀ báyìí. Wọ́n kọ̀ tún gbéra ni. Kò wù mí kí n ṣe o, but kò sí nǹkan kan. Mo kọ̀ palẹ̀ mọ́ ọgbọ́n ọmọ yẹn sí ilẹ̀lẹ̀ báyìí. Mo kọ̀ gbé bread yẹn ni. Mo ṣe gbé kọjá níbi ojú ọkàn kú kí n tẹ̀. Ọmọ yẹn kàn lanu, ó kàn wò mí báyìí ni. Ẹ̀mí yẹn wá sọ fún mi. And I was a dreamer right from the onset. If something is going to happen, bí mo ṣe máa rìnrìn mi, mo máa ń rí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ mi lé mi. So mo ṣe gbé báyìí. Voice yẹn, the first time tí máa kọ́ gbọ́ voice yẹn, ó kàn sọ fún mi ní pé tí n bá fi lè ṣe báyìí, ọmọ yẹn ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí jalè. Wọn ò dẹ̀ ní rí ọmọ yẹn wò tó máa fi tán báyìí. Ṣé ni wọ́n kàn ń gbọ̀n báyìí ni? Omi kàn ń bọ́ lójú mi ni. Wọ́n á gbé bread yẹn sílẹ̀, wọ́n á sunkún gan. Ẹ̀wà tí mo ra mi lè jẹ́. Wọ́n kàn dìde ni. Mo dìde báyìí nìyẹn. Àwọn ẹnìkan dẹ̀ ti ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ládùúgbò yẹn tẹ́tẹ́lẹ̀ pé ọmọ yìí tó wapá báyìí, ìwọ ló lọ bá yàn fa kíní, ìwọ ló lọ bá yàn ṣe kíní kan. Wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n júwe ọ̀dọ̀ ògògó fún mi, wọ́n júwe ibì kan fún mi, wọ́n ṣe kíní kan. Tí mi dá wọn lóhùn. Mo kàn sunkún ni, mo kàn dìde ni. Àwọn yẹn kàn ní àbọ̀dá oní búrẹ́dì kíní kan. Wọ́n ti fún mi lórúkọ ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Kí ló dé tó ló pa yín gbé ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa ẹ̀ ṣe kíní kan. Ọmọ kí mo ti dá wọn gbèsè lọ mo kàn dìde ni, mo kàn lọ ni. Ẹni tó introduce mi sógògó yẹn 1998. Mo á lọ sọ́dúnfá ní 98. Mo á lọ join ọdúnfá. Ògògó wá sọ fún mi pé wọ́n mọ̀ yìí, Mama Duncan, àbúrò Mama Duncan lọ́ introduce mi sí ẹ. Àbí lọ́ introduce ẹ sí mi. Tó bá lọ kọ́ iṣẹ́ wo lo ní, mú mi níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́. School wo lo lọ, mi lọ sí school. Lọ kọ́ṣẹ́. Àwọn tó rí tán wà lọ́dún fáì. Ìgbà yẹn bọ̀dá side ló jẹ́ coordinator wọn gbà yẹn, side Balógun. Wọ́n ní àwọn tó rí tí wọ́n tà ń rán kiri. Ẹlòmíì ò níṣẹ́, ẹlòmíì ò lọ school nu wọn. Tíátà ti yàtọ̀ sí tìgbà yẹn. Kó má lọ sunkún lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la. Lọ kọ́ṣẹ́ kan. Ọ̀rọ̀ kan ṣo tó wògó sọ fún mi nìyẹn, lọ kọ́ iṣẹ́. Tó bá ti kọ́ṣẹ́ máa gbà ẹ́ padà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ tí mi ní í ṣe ọkàn. Mo kàn kúrò ńbẹ̀ báyìí, mo kàn sọ pé èèyàn á dé máa rò pé èèyàn gidi làwọn eléyìí. Èmi náà ti ń advice àwọn èèyàn kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ń sìn. mo rò pé nǹkan tó máa sọ nìyẹn pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni Adéwà ajá kí mi effect àṣé ìṣá ni kíní kan inú bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bí mi sóhògò mo ṣe lọ nìyẹn ìgbà tí oníbírẹ́dì wá ṣẹlẹ̀ tí ohun yẹn wá sọ fún mi tí wọ́n kọ́ gbọ́ ohun yẹn for the first time mo máa ń rí lálàá ni tí mo gbọ́ báyìí ẹ̀rù bà mí ta ló bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ nínú etí mi báyìí mo kàn drop ẹ̀ mo ṣe lọ sí ibì kan ní Ìkẹjà nìyẹn ẹnìkan ló júwe fún mi láwọn ará àdúgbò yẹn mo kàn débẹ̀ ni mo lọ bá Mr. Remi Adesada ẹni tó change life mi gangan nìyẹn ọ̀gá Remi Adesada yeah so Remi Card Out Production Company so àwọn máa ń ṣe àwọn billboards tí màá fi digital ṣe àwọn billboards tá a máa ń rí yẹn yeah ọwọ́ la máa fi ń yà àwọn artist great artist tó so bí mo ṣe débẹ̀ wọ́n bá sọ pé bó mo ti wá mo ní mi ìta ni mò ń sùn ilé aṣẹ́wó ni mò ń sùn ibẹ̀ lọ́n ti lé mi padà ni mo ti ṣe kíni kan ẹni ẹ̀kan gbà mí ní pé I didn't know you àti ìyàwó wọ́n gbà mí nìyẹn wọ́n bá ṣe mí bí ọmọ mo bá débẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tí mo bá ń bẹ̀ gbogbo wọn tó ti ń ṣe látọ̀ọ́dún yìí bí mo ṣe bẹ̀ sí ṣe tó le ju tí wọ́n lọ ọ̀gá ọmọ mi rí wọn ti fowó rán mi níṣẹ́ lọ sí Port Harcourt rán mi lọ sí gbogbo everywhere káàkiri àwọn èèyàn dìtẹ̀ mi kíní kan wọ́n nà mí apá kan wà lára mi ń bí tó yẹ pé láti gbà yẹn níbi tí mo ti ń kọ́ṣẹ́ gbogbo life mi àwọn parents mi kọ́ ọmọ nídàrí mi ti kọ̀ mí lọ́mọ kíní kan bí ṣàṣọ gbọ́ ẹni yẹn gbà mí wọ́n tọ́jú mi wọ́n mú mi lọ sílé wọn ilé wọn tí mo wà bí mo ṣe ń ránṣọ because gbogbo bí tí mo ti pass through mo mọ aṣọ rán mo mọ weld mo mọ carpentry mo mọ gbogbo nǹkan àṣẹ gbogbo nǹkan tí mo mọ ṣe nígbà tí mo ń jìyà tí mo ń lọ ṣe yẹn àṣẹ òun ló fẹ́ wà nú Akeem effect so ẹni tó máa lé Akeem effect mú ẹni á pass through gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ṣe yẹn gbogbo ìyà tí mo jẹ yẹn gbogbo wọn tí mo kọ́ gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí mo kọ́ bricklaying kìnnìkan tí mo kọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ẹni á láti mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ tó mọ̀ dáadáa tí ò bá ti mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ ó máa kì í ṣe pé mo fi fọ́nbù o nítorí pé it's like a slumdog millionaire ẹni tó bá wo fíìmù yẹn rí nǹkan tí ọmọ yẹn tó pass through òun ló fi ń down gbogbo question yẹn tó fi win million yẹn so ìgbà míì wà tọ́lọ́run bá ń take wa through a journey ká má sá ká tẹ̀lé diligently ọlọ́run so máa ti ránṣọ ọ̀gá èmi ni mo ti mú clipper mo ti gẹ irun àwọn ọmọ ọ̀gá shoemaker iṣẹ́ shoemaker ṣe ńgbà tá à ń ṣe guitar gbogbo kìíní yẹn mo ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ọ̀gá wò pé àwọn ọmọ yìí máa yàtọ̀ gbà tó yá tí mo lò 4 years mi gbọ́n kàn ní kí n lọ pa àwọn parents mi wá àti lọ pa àwọn parents mi ò easy mọ́ iṣẹ́ fíìmù gan òun mi ṣe mọ́ nítorí pé iṣẹ́ billboard ó wà nídìí ẹ̀ so mo ṣe pa àwọn parents mi wọ́n ṣàwá dáàdì mi wọ́n ṣàrí feel reluctant wọ́n ṣàwá ọ̀hún mọ̀ kí mo ti fi ra mi síṣẹ́ mo ti kọ́ṣẹ́ wọ́n ní ọmọ yìí ló yà wọ́n lẹ́nu jù pé ó fi rẹ̀ kọ́ṣẹ́ ó ṣe kinní kan iṣẹ́ fíìmù wa mi ṣe mọ́ so a bẹ̀rẹ̀ billboard a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣiṣẹ́ bàtà ṣiṣẹ́ so during the administration of Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu now the president so wọ́n wá stop àwọn èèyàn máa ń illegal signage ó pọ̀ ní street so wọ́n wá stop ẹ̀ wípé no wọ́n wá introduce LASA wípé if you want to erect a signboard kìíní kan ó máa wá sọ́dọ̀ LASA ó máa register àwọn èèyàn abẹ́ sí ní sá ìgbà tó yẹ kí n máa make owó but God has planned for everything. I'm a melancholy. So it's from our bitterness, great things used to come out. Tí nǹkan ìbànújẹ́ tí gbogbo ẹ̀ bá ń rò sí lọ fún ìṣẹ̀dá mi kò ní dá. Nǹkan gbọ́dọ̀ máa kan. Nínú kíkan ẹni máa ti ń great things ni máa ti ń rí jáde yọ. So gbogbo àwọn tajọ́ á kọ́ṣẹ́ gbogbo àwọn tó wọ́n á di ọlọ́kadà wọ́n kálukú di kíní kò síṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe mọ́. Òun ni mo kàn ṣe wà ń jọkọ̀ gbẹ wá sú mi mo kó lé travelling ọkọ̀ wa gbogbo ẹ̀ ọgbà wa wọ́n ṣe gbogbo oríṣiríṣi kan ṣàṣẹlẹ̀ ṣá ìgbà tí mo padà dé tí ò sí ọ̀kan mọ́ máa wò pé mo ti fún gbogbo àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀dì mi mo ti fún àwọn èèyàn street tí mo ti gbé fún like 7 years tí mo kó àwọn èèyàn bíi 10 tí mò ń bọ́ wọn tajọ́ ń gbé mo á dẹni tó kan pákó sínú street yẹn mo tún wá gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ fún like 3 years táyọ̀ wá ń wò mí ní gbogbo akún ọjọ́.
ṣé lọ ẹ travel yẹn.
No, ibi tó kó wa lọ wọ́n tún introduce gay ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ mi ni gay tí ọkùnrin bẹ̀ sí kiss mi tó gbé mi sórí ẹsẹ̀ èmi ni leader team èmi náà fi ṣe shocker ọ̀gá mi tó kọ́ mi iṣẹ́ Mr. Remi Adesada nígbà tí gbogbo nǹkan ti ṣe bákan tí hàn jẹ́ kí signage mo tún introduce àwọn náà sí it's mapping they said we have to draw map there is an company kan wà labroad tó jẹ́ pé a máa ṣe mapping a máa ṣe gbá a máa ṣàwo wípé company yẹn máa employ wa some mo ti ṣe gbogbo everything èmi ni the best tí mo lè draw kìíní yẹn jù so ìgbà tí mo draw ẹ̀ mo rí pé ọ̀gá mi náà gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tí mo mọ̀ tí mo rí pé kò sí nǹkan fún tó yẹ pé nǹkan kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ mo pe gbogbo wọn sí àdúrà ẹ̀ àṣegbè ìgbà tí a ṣe passport ta fẹ́ máa lọ so bí màá yẹn ṣe sọ fún mi nìyẹn pé I should come wọ́n bá ní kí n jókòó sórí ẹsẹ̀ wọn àgbàlagbà wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní can I take it from the back can I kinní kan ló bá a lot of things our story yẹn ọ̀tọ̀ tún nìyẹn so mo ṣá ìgbà tí mo ṣá kúrò ní gbogbo stages yẹn so àwa gbogbo nǹkan ti wá tán kò sí nǹkan kan mọ́ mo á lọ lọ́jọ́ kan so church kan wà tí máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún church yẹn the Conquerors Assembly so akún ọjọ́ náà wà so wọ́n á pè mí wọ́n á sọ pé mo ti ń bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ máa wá pè mí pé he saw me that pé mo convert Muslim dẹ̀ ni mo ní kìnìún kan bó ìdọ́jọ́ yẹn nìyẹn kò wá sí nǹkan kan mọ́ mo á gain admission sí NIJ Nigerian Institute of Journalism mo tún ṣe exam sí Unilag wọ́n mú mi wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ mo ṣe post jam owó tí mo fẹ́ fi lọ school mi ò ní. gbogbo nǹkan wá dàrú ṣá.
that was after gbàtẹ́ ti kọ́ṣẹ́ tán.
tí mo ti kọ́ṣẹ́ tán that's 1996 so 96 àbí 2006 2005 2006 yeah 2005 2006 yeah mo ti rent ilé nínú owó tí ẹni tó máa rent ilé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní time yẹn ẹni ẹ̀ á ṣe kinní kan which means I'm living fine mo fi lè rent ilé yà so gbogbo nǹkan wá dàrú ṣá mo á lọ sí church yẹn mo kàn bára mi níwájú church yẹn mo kàn sọ fún wọn ní pé I just want to give my life èmi ò sọ pé Christianity ló dáa bí Islam o yeah mi sọ pé kankan ló dáa nínú ẹ̀sìn o so I just I serve my God within my heart. I'm not going to church. I'm not going to mosque again. So now, máa sọ reason fún yín ojú ti rí. Yeah, so mo wá lọ sí church. Wọ́n wá pray fún mi. Wọ́n lay hands pé àwọn ti gain ẹnìkan kíní kan ìgbà tán lé ọwọ́ lé mi lórí. Ìgbà tí máa sùn mọ́jú. Ẹni tó máa wá bá mi lójú oorun, ó kàn wá bá mi ni. So mo wá lọ pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn mi lójú àlá. Wọ́n sọ pé come, man, I'm going with my people. Now say they are not your people. And I have my siblings, my mother, everybody. They are not your people. Come. Mo lọ bá. Ìgbà tí mo wò, aṣọ funfun láti ilẹ̀ dọ́run, wá fọ́ kọ́ mi léjìká. So wá sọ fún mi pé, what do I know? Kí ni mo ní nínú tí mo mọ̀ ṣe? Mo ní I'm an artist, I can draw. Only what I deposited in you is bigger than a drawing. So I will announce you to the world that people will celebrate you if you can follow me. Man, if you can follow, promise me that you won't do this, you won't do that. Má bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sunkún. Inú pákó tí mo wà. Àwọn siblings mi kàn jí mi ni. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Omi wà ní ojú mi báyìí, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Mo ní mo lálàá pé máa kan Muslim dẹ̀ làwọn kan. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kẹ́ lálàá ẹ̀ ó ní máa nà aláṣọ fún kíní kan. Mo lọ sí church nìyẹn tí mo lọ sọ wípé kíní kan. Mo lay hands, I joined the All Believers Academy. Mo ibẹ̀ sí ṣe mo wà náà àwọn chorister mo discover mo lè kọrin gbogbo nǹkan kan bẹ̀ mo join by form group kan nìyẹn 4 GOs ní gbogbo akó wọn jọ 4 GOs kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọ̀ wá kan break ground ní gbà tó yá group yẹn náà tún dàrú gbogbo àwọn èèyàn gain admission gbogbo kìíní kan gbogbo nǹkan dàrú so bí mo ṣe wá jókòó nìyẹn admission yẹn gbogbo àjọ wá ṣe rehearsal wọ́n á kó lọ síbàdàn mo ń fẹ́ ọmọbìnrin kan gbà yẹn ọmọbìnrin ẹjọ́ ní wàhálà gbogbo wàhálà ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n á sá lọ fún síbàdàn ìgbà tí mo sá lọ síbàdàn ìbàdàn ẹni mo ti wá táwọn bá pè mí pé kíní kan ìbàdàn ẹni mo wá ní mo kàn ti rí advert kan ok ìbàdàn ẹni mo ti wá sí rehearsal ṣẹ́rí tí àwọn bá ń ṣe nǹkan kan kí àwọn máa sin ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú ọkàn kan kí àwọn máa rò pé I'm doing it for a group so wọ́n wá sí láti ìbàdàn every Wednesday mo ti wá ṣe rehearsal so gbogbo àdè fẹ́ jọ ṣe post jam so and the people that we were in the group together they didn't tell me that tomorrow is Unilag's post jam. They didn't tell me, and we are family. So that's how they went for the post jam. Èmi kàn dé jókòó. Mo wá láti ti padà sí Ìbàdàn. Wọ́n sọ fún mi ní ẹ̀pọ̀n ti lọ ṣe post jam. Mo tún miss kìíní lọ́dún yìí. Orí mi kàn gbóná ni mo kàn sọ pé I'm not doing the group again. So mo ṣe. But from the group gangan dẹ̀ ní effect ti wáyé. Mi gbọ́dọ̀ miss line yẹn ibẹ̀ yẹn gangan ní effect. So ìgbà tá a form group yẹn wọ́n wá sọ fún mi pé you are an artist wọ́n pe ẹnìkan òun ni leader wa MC Reason ó ti bá Tẹ́jú Babyface ṣiṣẹ́ rí the MC Reason is a popular guy too so the guy now we chose him as our leader so nígbà tí a wá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wá sọ pé okay you will be the one writing script, you will be the one leading us in songs, you will be the one ó wá gbé fún wa ní assignment. So at the end of the year, so which is 31st crossover night, so 4G ó máa ń ṣe presentation kan tó jẹ́ pé presentation yẹn òun la máa fi ṣe crossover night. So but nǹkan tó dẹ̀ mú wa tá lọ fi form group yẹn, there is one lesson there. So when we were in the kí ló ń porúkọ choristers àwọn rehearsal tá a máa ń ṣe yẹn, so nǹkan kan wà nínú mi wọ́n tó jẹ́ pé Akeem ni mò ń jẹ́ àti pé mo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gba ìgbàgbọ́ ni mo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe baptism ni wọ́n fún mi ní chance láti express ara mi. So nínú All Believers Academy tá a wà, so Reverend Dura Aina wọ́n wá sọ pé if you are in a place tí wọ́n bá ti tolerate ẹ, you move away. Maybe God has something good for you somewhere else. Don't try to force yourself. Nto mú àwa lọ dá àwa tí wọ́n fún ní chance nínú church la lọ dá 4GO sílẹ̀. Nígbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ church wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pè wá. Nínú church náà lọ ti fún wa láyè ká máa ṣe gbogbo nǹkan rehearsal yẹn nígbà tá a form kìíní yẹn o. Our skyrocket, everybody 4GO. The meaning of 4GO is for God only.
Oh,
yeah,
God only.
For God only. So gbà tó yá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe break ground gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ dà kún ọjọ́. So when they now, okay, he now said, okay, Baba, you are an artist, so you be the one doing special effect for us. Èmi mọ̀ tí special effect ń jẹ́. But it's sunny, that MC reason. Special effect. It's wound now, Baba, to cut legs. So because we want to tell a story of the casualties we have during the years. So the happenings, the occurrences, tó ṣẹlẹ̀. So we now present it at the crossover night. I started looking for, I know I can do this, but I don't know. So that night, the person now came. And tó sọ fún mi nígbà tí mo fẹ́ convert. Ó bá tún wá again. Ó bá ń kọ́ mi bó ṣe ń cut apá, cut ẹsẹ̀. Cut your bone. I can't tell these guys. Because somebody used to come to my dream and teach me something. So I started going. So one day, so making it the second time that I will hear the voice. I'm a dreamer. I told you I'm a dreamer. But the voice, by the time we get back to the rehearsal ground, so everyone match the presentation one, èmi ò rí kankan sọ. So we go everybody to submit nǹkan tá fẹ́ ṣe. Wọ́n bá sọ okay, Baba, what's happening now? Torí mi mo dàgbà jù, but mo kéré jù. Wọ́n ní Baba, what about, so bó ṣe ń sọ lọ́wọ́ báyìí, you pé okay, and I said I can do that effect that you said, but I didn't know what to use in doing a bruise or swollen eye or elephantiasis. So I'm like, okay, let's help you. I've been to a location before. Àwọn yẹn èmi ò dé film rí. Okay, why can't you use clay? So why can't you use amọ̀ àbí ẹ̀bà? Why can't you use ọkọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí suggest oríṣiríṣi nǹkan? So immediately a small boy like a 6 years or 7 years old boy, ó kàn inú church láti ṣe meeting yẹn, he just rushed into our midst. Ó kàn sọ pé use so thing. Wait, sọ báyìí. Hey, gbà wọ́n sọ báyìí kí ni ẹ̀kọ́ wá bá mi again. Ó kàn sọ pé èmi mo rán ọmọ yẹn wá o. N tó máa fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ effect nǹkan tí mò ń kọ́ ẹ látọjú oorun látijọ́ yìí. N tó máa fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́mọ yẹn sọ yẹn o. Wàhálà dé máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí kó sá kúrò ńbẹ̀. Wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nísinsìnyí kó sá kúrò ńbẹ̀ kó lọ ṣe nǹkan tí mo sọ fún ẹ yẹn. Ọlọ́run wà o. Ọlọ́run ṣiṣẹ́ o. Àwọn èèyàn tó máa ń lọ́lọ́run ò sí. And it's not by religion. It's not by, it's from your heart.
Personal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
it's revelation.
Bí wọ́n ṣe gba ọmọ ẹ̀ bá ọmọ ẹ̀ kan sunkún ni. Mama Idere is one of the people sweeping the church for Sunday program, and it was on Saturday. So the mama just say, why will you beat my child? Àwọn yẹn náà kọ́ sẹ́ pé why will your child come into our midst? Táwọn àgbàlagbà ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ kí ni wọ́n lọ ṣe di wàhálà. Mo kàn rí ó ti sọ pé wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo kàn dìde ni. Mo sáré lọ nìyẹn sínú ṣọ́ọ̀bù pákó tí mo ń sùn yẹn. Mo dẹ̀ wá láwọn ọmọọṣẹ́ bíi 15. Lára wọn ni great boy kan báyìí. Wọ́n pè ní Ayọ̀wọlé Clay Gbọ́tèmi. So he's very popular on social media, and òun wà ní been 10 years old. Now parents ẹ̀ mú wá. So ni mo gbà sọ́dọ̀ ni mo ń train, máa ń pick àwọn ọmọ nínú street.
Kí lẹ̀ ń train wọn fún gbogbo ṣáà?
Art. So I can't do the bigger billboard. Èmi wá sí grassroots painting. So máa ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ. So ọmọ tí mo train yẹn ní 10 years nígbà yẹn, òun náà train ọmọ kan tó ya Macron, president France or something. So ọmọ yẹn tó ń train, òun ni president rí àtàwọn First Bank ń rí, wọ́n fi mú ogun lọ sí abroad. wọ́n tún wá kó wọn padà wá tó yẹ kí bọ̀bọ́ yẹn is doing very well now. So ọmọ yẹn wá wà níbi 10 years nígbà yẹn. So ìgbà tí mo gba ọmọ yẹn mo ṣe dé inú studio tí ìjà ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́hùn-ún bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kàn pé ní pé wọlé ẹ̀yà sáré lọ bá mi get nǹkan báyìí wá lọ bá mi get nǹkan báyìí wá. The first effect I ever did in my life, I performed it on The Boys. So mo perform ẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀ báyìí. Mo rí pé kíní tó ń kọ́ mi lójú oorun yìí rè gbáà tí mo dé kíní báyìí mo kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí túlẹ̀ ní gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. Gbogbo time yẹn wá ni wọ́n disappoint me ní group. Wọ́n disappoint me ní group after àti ṣe kíní kan. Mo kàn ń wo program kan bí mo ṣe wà disappointment tí mo ti meet tí mo ti lose Unilag something mo kàn padà bọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn ni mo kàn rí Múyìwá Adémọ́lá wọ́n polówó owó òkúta or something wọ́n lọ fẹ́ ṣe owó òkúta but before then ẹnìkan náà ti polówó orí ọ̀fẹ́ Williams mo ti lọ bá yẹn ṣe effect rí wọ́n ní kí ni mo yìn mọ nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe mo ṣáà lọ bá wọn ṣe effect mo ṣe make up mo ṣe effect mo ṣe acting mo ṣe bóṣùdé nínú fíìmù Àwo Jésù ló ń pè fíìmù yẹn popular ń bàdàn gbà yẹn. So I was paid, my first payment was 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira yẹn gan náà lórí pé mo act mo ṣe make up mo ṣe effect wọ́n tún jí lọ ní location yẹn. So bí mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ effect nìyẹn. So ìgbà tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ effect mo dọ́dọ̀ àwọn kú Múyìwá Sodiq Adebayo pẹ̀lú àwọn tó interview mi tó béèrè pé kíní kan ẹ̀rí as effect nìyẹn that's as an effect not the 1992 tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ acting. So mo tún ti bá àwọn ọ̀gá mi níbí. So mo ṣá bẹ̀rẹ̀ process yẹn ní 1998 dẹ̀rẹ̀ mo tún ti lọ sọ́dún Fá.
Yes.
So gbogbo pélé yẹn so mo á padà sí the film mo á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe effect díẹ̀ títí tí àwọn èèyàn fi wá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Èwo ni wá jẹ́ major breakthrough fún yín iṣẹ́ wo gbogbo lẹ ṣe làwọn èèyàn rí that they were so like oh this guy who did this what job was it for you?
Òṣùmàrè Murphy Afọlábí.
Okay.
And Murphy Afọlábí náà ló dẹ̀ sọ mí ní Akeem effect of blessed memory. Yeah.
Oh. What did you do in the Òṣùmàrè?
I created wounds characterization ni mo ṣe ń bẹ̀ mo tún create anaconda ejò ńlá tó bí Òṣùmàrè yẹn gangan. But ní orí set yẹn Murphy ní Akeem kan tó jẹ́ PA so tó bá wá pé Akeem Lala ló introduce mi sí Murphy pé mo lọ́mọ kan kíní kan so tó bá ní Akeem tí n bá sáré dé ibẹ̀ òyìn náà máa sáré débẹ̀ àwọn ní rárá tí n bá ti nídìí ìwọ màá ní Akeem Ìfẹ́ẹ̀tì orúkọ tèmi jẹ́ láti secondary school ní Kimson O'Neil láti Akeem Onílògbò so láti bẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yàn kan ní Akeem Ìfẹ́ẹ̀tì so tó máa lọ sípò mi tá ń bèrè pé kí lórúkọ ẹ ojú wa ń tì mí láti sọ Kimson O'Neil Akeem Effect.
Wow. That was how you got the name. Can you count how many major jobs you have done so far?
I think I lost count. It's over 200.
Mention the 10 biggest that you remember.
I won't mention without mentioning Òṣùmàrè of Murphy Afọlábí.
Yeah.
Though I'm not as good as now, but Òṣùmàrè.
Yeah.
So one, Make Room. That's my first international job.
Okay.
By Rogers Ofime.
Okay.
Yeah. Kemi Adetiba, King of Boys.
Oh, you did King of Boys.
Yes, those are the films that gave me platform.
Okay.
Kemi Adetiba, Kunle Afolayan, Anikulapo.
Okay.
And Femi Adebayo.
Okay.
Jagun. Yeah, Jagun. Yeah, those are the films. Those are the major one. I've done a lot of films, but those are the major. And talking about, I can't pass without mentioning one name, Ernest Obi.
Okay.
So for me the actor, director, for me to be a perfectionist, I passed through him because he fought for me because I have to move from Yoruba genre to the English Asaba something. Okay. But they didn't give me chance there. The discrimination was much, but he stood by me and he used to write the kind of script that for you to achieve it, you have to run. If it's another person, you will run away. You will just write something great. Yeah, Akeem, go and do this thing. You have to do it. If I came back and said, no, Akeem, it's not like that. It was the one, NSOB. My God. So I give him thanks for, for passing through him. Yeah.
May God bless him.
Yeah.
All right, so that was a story. And I'm sure my audience or my viewers will enjoy that. Let me go to this second major question that I know a lot of people that knows you want to know it. What happened? You had 2 children within months. How many months? Like 4 months?
4 months.
4 months. So you have 2 children, biological children, from same woman, and they are not twins within 4 months. What happened?
Yeah. The story behind it is there is a saying that behind every successful man, there is always a woman, a good woman.
A good woman.
Yes, behind it. Yeah. So though I've been married for like 10 years before meeting her, which the marriage, came to an end.
Okay.
Yeah. My previous wife, my ex, she's a good and better woman.
Okay.
But the one God gave me is the best. We have in some people back then we used to say good, goodest. No, good, better, best. So, I said my ex was good and better, but God gave me best.
Wow.
I need someone that we can walk together in this journey for me to become Akeem Effect. And she's the one, the new Eki Osage. Yeah. We've been together for like...
Is that the name of your wife?
Yes, Eki Osage.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Now Onilogbo, Eki Osage
Onilogbo.
So she came at the right time when everything was down for me. All the people I was training, all my support, my backbone, they absconded because I taught them what I knew. So, and when they're ripe, so they absconded, so leaving me alone. It was only her that didn't go because she was one of them too.
Okay.
So the way they planned that they want to leave, this and that. So she was the only one that told me that they told us that we should leave, that this work is not worth staying with. Yeah, it's not a career. It's not something that can bring you something. So it was Eki that stood by me that so later we started, we didn't start dating then, but I had a revelation that NSOB, because he's a priest.
Okay.
He just told me. Because before I used to be angry with my father that he didn't send me to school, this and that. He now called me that, why are you angry with... He didn't know my father. He just said, why are you angry with your father? Go and thank him. Go and buy salt. Go and buy something. Let him pray for you that, he is the one that God sent to lead you to your path. That without him disagreeing on sending me to school, I would have missed my road if he sent me. If God has made him to be happy with me, that, okay, let me send him to school, I'll just do another thing. He now says, somebody is coming, the person is younger than you by far, but is older than your grandmother. That when the person comes into your life, everything will change. That the person will be the partner that will take you to the next level. So when all these guys, when they absconded, she was the one that's standing by me. She now said, oh, I came here to learn something from you, but do you know that you didn't know anything? I was annoyed that, me Akeem Effect. You are not Akeem Effect. Go and sit down. You are not Akeem Effect. You have to, they said, she didn't know I'm an artist. They said, God said he gave you something. Like before you do anything, you draw it, do this. And I said, I've drawn my pen now. I'm an artist now. So that's how we started. And I said, I will leave myself for you. She was fair when she came to me. But when we started experimenting, and by the time all my boys, when they absconded, nobody's giving me job for like 2 years. So I suffer to eat. So we started from scratch. So that's when I turned out. She will now tell me, I will tell you grade in which you are. So after a lot of experiments, she now said, you are in grade 1, you are in grade 2. We fight. So that's when I now change out to Buhari, change out to Mandela, change out. She will tell me, she just tell, change me to this. I said, it's too difficult. Change me. if you want to you still want to stay in that that thing that they used to teach you in your dream, that this is what you'll be using, start sourcing for foreign things. She was the one that let me know that God give you something according to your knowledge. That what he showed me in my dream, that start with this thing, it's for that stage.
You were not supposed to dwell there.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's when even my major charges that Akeem, we're now working. No money, nothing. She was the one that told me that, Akeem, you just stay wretched. Tell them you're sourcing for something from abroad. I said, I can't source for something. I said, we started good. So that's when we started importing things. I said, they won't pay. She said, they will pay. If they didn't pay, don't work. So they didn't call me. I said, okay, so amount. Nígbà tá bá ti ṣèṣirò wa, iye báyìí ni mo lè gbà. Ìwọ náà wàá poor o tó bá sọ pé iye báyìí ló máa gbà o. So immediately I said that, nobody, they won't call. He said they will call back. They will not call for like 2-3 days. Let me be collecting, let me be using our local thing and be collecting. No, you can't use the local. That's how they started paying. And that's how everything. So the kind of woman that now stood by me for that kind of. So later, we stayed together for like 10 years. So that's when I now decided that I will marry this person.
You didn't marry her in 10 years?
Yes, I didn't marry her.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you were together?
Yes, we were together. Yes.
Okay.
So I didn't marry her for 10 years. So by the time we got married 10 years, still no child, 2-3 years. What's happening? So that's when one of the people I used to carry, the new group, so they started talking back, backbiting that, okay, instead of her to give birth, she started doing Oga Boss or something. Her mate has been giving birth. That thing has struck me. Even some of the people in the entertainment industry, they discuss that issue together with them, that they go and tell your Oga wife to go and give birth. Na ọmọ lèèyàn fi ń ṣàkọọ́lẹ̀ ọkọ kì í ṣe owó tó ń tẹ̀lé káàkiri. Because it got to a point that people used to call her Ìyá Akeem. But in my life, now me no say na my Ìyá. Or say Ìyá Akeem everywhere. I didn't tell anybody. They just say Ìyá Akeem. So which means people are doing their fighting. Yeah. So they now said, okay. Even it got to a point that she told me that, because I used to womanize then when I met her. So in every state that we go, we used to have girls there. So she was telling me, at times when I'm chatting with girls or something, she would tell me, she may not be there, she just come that, hey, zombie is going, you are pursuing zombie. If you want to make it in life, stop all those rubbish. And a lot of people, they held my award, like one award 5 years ago. I was supposed to collect it in US. So they didn't give me NAFCA. Yeah, they didn't give me. The owner said, Shebi, I'm the one. The EP said, I'm the owner of the work. You can't. So they didn't give me. So she now told me that I should stop so thing. When I stopped it, after the day I stopped it, that's the day the person called me that come and collect your award. That's the year that AMVCA, I won my first AMVCA. That's the year, all those things that she told me, and everything was working fine. So I was now thinking that, with all these things, I think I'm supposed to go any length for this woman. Even in my street, a lot of people started saying, I've used her womb. Because immediately she came to my life, everything started changing. So they said I've used, they even said it to her face that she has used her womb. Even some family members. So hers and mine too, he has used her womb. And she has, presented her womb for him to. So that thing now struck me. Majorly, the people that were working with me, they discussed with some of our older colleagues in the industry. So struck me. And that thing pushed me to find your number.
Okay.
So immediately I found your number, because you post something, and that thing is it's so courageous for someone to have a surrogacy, and for that person, so people think it's a thing of shame, and for that person to come out boldly that this is what I did. So that thing struck me. Immediately they abused my wife, and it has been so consistent that, okay, people are talking about this thing. I use it as something to do money. I just type a message. I rushed your DM, said, please, oh, sister, congratulations. Oh, and I saw so. Please, I've been looking for a child for like 10 years or something. I want to do. Immediately, I sent it. I said, am I not degrading myself? I quickly deleted it. So when I deleted it, so after a week or something, that thing germinates again. People started talking, yeah, go on, you're barren, this and that. I quickly rushed back. Yes. I just say, Ogama Dan, yeah, she has used womb to do this and that. I rushed your DM again. I say, nothing, I won't be ashamed of myself. Though I've had 2 issues before, but this woman will be thinking, because I have 2 beautiful children before, or from my ex, so that's the reason I didn't want to do anything. So I just messaged you, and I thank God that immediately I messaged you. You said, no, I should have told you since. I say, hey? So, and you took me through the process, introduced me to the doctor, and we embark on the journey of surrogacy. So I don't know what you want to ask again before I proceed.
So I know that I remember you sending that DM. Before that time, we don't really talk.
Yes.
I'm not even sure if I was following you or you were following me. So you sent a message that this is me. My wife is a good woman. I just want her to have children. I have 2 children, and I don't want it to look like it's because I had mine. And I felt this is Akeem Ife, this brother, I like him. But usually, whoever it is that is talking to me, and except I didn't see it. If I do, I will respond. And I said, no, let's go through this, let's do this. And you did. And in just a short while, she was tested. I remember you deposited money like almost immediately.
Yes.
You gave money, and the result was positive. The surrogate mom was pregnant, right?
Yes.
And all of a sudden, after a few months, this man here sent me a message to say, I can't believe it, my wife is pregnant. So say that yourself.
Yeah. Once again, I will like to thank you again, because I said in each person's journey, there are particular people that are destined to give you a result. Yeah, so that the people that you're going to work together to become great or friends. So that's the story of meeting you. So immediately the doctor tested us, and I think they took 3 what's the name of this thing? Eggs, yeah, from her. So hoping that we are going to have twins or triplets, because you can't pay that kind of money and you have
just one.
So that's my expectation. And I've met some spiritual people that told me that year God is going to give me 2 children. So I heard from like 3 different places. I was going on the road and someone called me that God is going to give you like twins, or like two children. So I was hoping.
You were expecting twins.
Yes. So when I waited, when I didn't see it, I have to go for surrogacy. So doing surrogacy, and when the result came out, the doctor said out of the 3 eggs, is only 1. I was depressed. That money don't enter bush. So I was now giving myself hope, using your own case, that after all it's only
just
one. No, okay, let me just. I now say these people will just be telling you some prophecy. I said, let me leave the prophecy alone. Let me just be dealing with the way God was dealing with me directly. So no. So they are just making mouth. Where did they see 3 people? You were Muslim, Christian, and other people. So we were going. So after the 6th month of our surrogate mother having our baby, and I thank God for one thing that we took her egg. So it's not that we took somebody's egg. Our eggs
Yes.
are egg.
Yes.
So, but at home, I can't tell my parents that I
Mm.
went for surrogacy.
Wow.
I was trying to
Cover up.
that when the time comes. She being I mean they do prosthetics, so I will just give her one belly, rubber belly. So,
Okay, so that was your intention.
that's my intention. That was my intention, so that nobody will know. I could give her breast, fuller breast, as each month they go. So special effect person, if you do anything,
I know.
yeah,
You can turn me to a man.
so that's what I was planning. So after the 6th month, she was having my tummy is getting bigger. Okay, I don't like big tummy. Oh yeah. Okay, leave it. I love it like that. No, I don't love it. Okay, she started buying drugs and started using drug, not knowing she was pregnant. After the surrogacy, mom was carrying a 6-month pregnancy. So one day, I just, okay, let's test this. She's not pregnant. Immediately we tested and we go to the lab. We went to the lab and they say she's pregnant. I started picking up the words, those fallacy, all those bad words that
you were
hey,
saying
this they
about
said
prophecies.
that they're going to give me. I'm going to have 2 children this year. So that's when we started nurturing, and immediately they delivered that one. I posted it. So after 4 months, so I posted another one. People are confused that what's happening? They started asking me questions. A lot of bloggers, a lot of people, they wanted me to grant interview, but I rejected it because even if I'm going to announce this, I'm going to say it on your
Through my platform.
show. Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
because God has really done great.
Thank you. Okay, so I want to elaborate on that. So when he told me about that, I was happy to help. I didn't know this is going to be the result. And trust me, you're not going to hear it from anybody. I've never told anybody until this day that we're discussing this. You know? So when the baby came, when the wife got pregnant, he called me to say the wife was pregnant. I almost ran mad. I was like, God, is this you? Is this how you do? Is this how you... Sometimes God is just waiting for us to make a bold step. Maybe this is just his way of telling people that do something. Don't stay there. Don't stay idle. Especially if you can afford it. I mean it. It's God that gave us science. It's God that gave us brain. It's God that gave the doctor wisdom. There is nothing extra. There is nothing that is fetish. I know some people will not agree regardless of what we say. Maybe religious-wise. Maybe it's just their thinking. It's just a mindset thing. It's okay. But imagine somebody that has been barren or that has been looking for a child, has been waiting on God for 10 years, having 2 children in just a year, by just making a step. All he did was ask me a question. And I was just like, I wish you had asked earlier. Let's do something about it. And all we did was just, I introduced him to a doctor. He started the process almost immediately. In fact, when you told me, I was like, and now, the woman that was named barren, had 2 children in just 1 year. In just 1 year. I rejoice with you. And I also want to commend you. We didn't talk, I don't know this deep about her, but I just know that this man here keeps appreciating his wife. And he will always say it. This woman is like my pillar. She's this to me. And I just love him for always talking about his wife, for always appreciating his wife. At the end of the day, this is a story. I'll ask one or 2 more questions, and then I'll let you go. So when you had the first child, what did you tell people? Were they aware that it was surrogacy? And when you had the second one, aside the baby there now, your family and people that were around you, what did you tell them?
I was keeping it for my family.
Okay.
So, but the day we wanted to receive the baby, so I told them like, because
She was already pregnant.
she was
at that
already
time.
pregnant.
But people
So,
didn't know.
yes, yes. But I told they started seeing changes in her body. So I called my parents. I told them that okay, she's pregnant, this and that. That's when I now told them that I've done a surrogacy. But with the surrogacy news, they were not deeply happy because their information about surrogacy is that maybe it's another person's egg.
Yes.
So that's
It's
their
another person's child.
child, yes. But God is magical. When she gave back to the first child, it's as if I vomited the same, no DNA.
So that one looks more like you than the second baby,
Yes,
your second baby.
Yes, but the second baby too has all of them. They have my features, everything about me.
The two of them.
Yes, everything. If you they say these are Akeem, these are. But my mother, that's women, she knew how I was when I was a baby, and I have my pictures. It's as if I return, like reincarnation, but the female. So, but so that's when they now. Before they don't used to this baby. So when she was one last week. Yeah, the first one was one last week. So whenever she came in contact with her, she says, this is me. This is my second. This is me.
Your mom.
Yes.
Now.
Because she clear everything, all the.
Wow. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I hope there is no discrimination
no.
between them.
No.
From anybody.
No.
That's so good to hear. I know some people will say, oh, maybe if he had not rushed, maybe the wife would have still been pregnant at that time. What maybe? What if he didn't come to? What if that's just a step that God wants him to take? God wants to give him a twins in a different ways. Yeah, maybe God just wants to give you twins in a different way that is just not the regular. But in all, you have your children, you are happy, you're doing well, you're touching lives in your own way. I'm so happy for you. Lastly, I would like to know, what has your journey taught you? What has life taught you personally?
Yeah, it's life has taught me a lot of lessons. So let me take it from my father to the surrogacy thing. If my dad has sent me to an institution like others, I won't become what I am today. Everybody that you met on your road that disappointed you or that just caused a calamity into your life, just have the faith that God, don't take them as your enemy. God wanted to
use them for something in your journey.
As a point of contact to something. So the second time is if the so-called senior colleagues and my workers, if they didn't discuss about, let her wife be doing madam, she's a barren or something. If they didn't make mention of that thing is a quickener. It's something that prompted me. It's sounding in my brain that, why should you say this to your fellow human being? And when I got home too, the people in my street, they are saying the same thing. So now I'm best of friends with those people. If it's another person, they will keep malice till the end of time.
I know.
So they are just a point of contact. Maybe I'm too sleeping at that spot.
Yes, so they are
So
like
just,
a prompter.
Yes, they're a prompter. That okay.
This is the next
this
thing
is
to do.
And thank God if God prompted you to do something, just like Jonah. in the Bible. If you didn't do it, it's your own cup of tea. Oh.
I know.
So that's the reason why I rushed to you. You know, I first deleted it that what will people say? So people will know my secret. There's no secret in life. Even if you're finding it difficult to do surrogate, you didn't have the money, you don't adopt someone, take care of any child that maybe there is a child that doesn't have a parent, take gbogbo ọmọ lọ́mọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ọmọ tí béèyàn bá bímọ ọmọ ló máa sìnyàn, béèyàn ò bímọ ọmọ ló máa sìnyàn. So just pick up someone, train the person. Maybe now you give birth to the person or you are not the one. So God has something. You don't know what the child is going to be at the end of the day. So maybe that's the reason why God didn't give you a child. There's a child waiting for you to nurture there. So that's it.
Wow, that is very important. Maybe God has not blessed you with your own child because He wants you to take care of someone near you. Look into your environment, search around. There is somebody that is there. Maybe that's just a prompter for you. We all have our different stories. This is different, I know. Lastly, if you're charging for an average job, like how much do you charge?
The reason why I don't discuss my fee is I think I've been robbed like five times.
Should I use like King of Boys as an example? It's a popular movie. So to do like a special effect in that kind of a movie, like how much will it cost? Or maybe not that, if you have another example.
Nigerian situation now, and you know the way inflation and dollar, and most of the things we use, we import them. So if someone is going to make a movie of such with great special effects and all that, so I think like 20 to 30
million naira.
Yeah.
Anyway?
Yeah.
Like 20 to 30 million naira for effect.
No.
Wow. Your department is irreplaceable. It's just a department that is blessed. It's not everybody that can do it. Now I get the point. You know, I used to think that when I see you, I would think that, how does he do these things? What does he think? So I'll just say, okay, you are just one what do we call akondayon? You're just a special. There is a word. There is an English word.
Genius.
Aside being a genius, you're just a special made person that God has blessed with wisdom. And I pray that your wisdom will continue to increase.
Amen.
God will continue to increase you in all ways. You're doing so well. I'm calling people's attention to special effects. So people who don't know, you see blacks turning into white, you see human being turning into gorilla, you see gorilla turning into elephant. Is the work of his hands and people like him. We pray that God will continue to bless you. Lastly, I'd like you to say a word to people that are looking to be like you someday.
What I would like to tell people is don't try to believe in God first. And don't try to beat people's record, because if you try to beat people's record, someone is at your back behind you that's going to beat your record. I prefer to be a legend than to be a champion, because a champion would always be defeated at any point in time. So just made the statement that, okay, like Akeem effect, our slogan. So I want to bridge the gap between the Western world and West Africa in terms of special effects. Yeah.
Wow. Altogether, how many AMVCA awards have you won?
I think I've won like 6 AMVCA and like 5 AMAs.
AMVCA 6, 5 AMA awards.
Yeah.
Only you.
Mm.
Not only you waka come.
Ah.
I've not won one. Pray for me.
You win,
Please shake me. Shake
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Shake me. I receive it in Jesus' name. So next year I'm winning by
Amen,
God's grace.
amen.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. We really
You're welcome.
appreciate you. It's been very insightful. We have gained something. Don't try to beat people's records. Don't. Just do your best. And he said something that will be my take home today. I prefer to be a legend than being a champion, because a champion will be defeated someday. I hope that's enough. Okay, so thank you so much. This is just our tradition. I know it's nothing but to say thank you for coming on the show. Please accept our token. And then this also to you to say thank you for coming. Yeah. I won't forget to say a very big thank you to your wife, Mrs. Onilobo. I've never spoken with her, even all through the process or anything. I was just praying along. I was just wishing that this day would come. And here we are. I'm so happy. Do you know the kind of joy that comes with this for me? Aside money, the fact that God is using me to put a smile on someone's face or on people's faces, I think is more than enough. I hope you're doing so too. You don't have to have money. You don't have to have this kind of a platform. Whatever that God has put in your hands is more than enough to make someone happy. All right. I'm Dr. Biola Adebayo. Till I come your way, same time on this same channel. Do not forget, in whatever thing you're doing, put God first, be determined, and stay focused. Please watch my movie. Please watch my movie, Iroto Jomi. Please, 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 please. It's showing on my YouTube channel, Biola Adebayo Entertainment. You can just scroll, you see it on this channel. Please watch it. I love and appreciate you all sincerely. May God continue to bless you. I'll see you soon. Bye. Please watch it. I love
Talk to be, share your experience.